A Paperstone seam, when properly done, should be quite inconspicuous. For this process, we recommend a clear 2-part epoxy with mechanical fasteners and/or biscuits. If available, seaming clamps are strongly recommended. If not, please read through our fabrication guide document to see alternatives. You will also need an applicator gun with Touchtone 2 epoxy by Paperstone, mixing tips, masking tape, mechanical clamps, cleaning solvent, and paper towels. Step 1. Once your pieces have been cut, machine the grooves for the biscuits and/or mechanical fasteners. Dry fit the seam ensuring proper alignment, and then clean the Paperstone with the solvent. Step 2. Mask both seam pieces to prevent any excess epoxy from drying on the surface. Step 3. Purge the epoxy cartridge to ensure that both the resin and hardener are flowing properly. Then insert the mixing tip and purge the cartridge again to ensure the epoxy is mixing properly. This step is very critical. Step 4. Apply the epoxy to both sides of the seam, ensuring total coverage. Step 5. If using biscuits, install them into the groove and make sure they are positioned properly. Step 6. Be sure the front edges are aligned flush to one another. Install the seaming clamps and pull the seam together tightly. Step 7. Check the entire surface of the seam for any lip. If the pieces are not completely flush, use the wedges to apply pressure to the side that is high. Once the entire seam is perfectly flush, carefully install the mechanical fasteners into the underside of the seam. Once installed, recheck the surface of the seam to ensure that it is still flush. Readjust if needed. Allow sufficient dry time for the epoxy. Step 8. Once the epoxy is fully cured, remove the clamps and masking tape so that you can inspect the seam. If done properly, you should then be able to sand or buff the entire surface of the countertop very evenly to ensure a consistent finish. See our sanding Paperstone video on how to do so. If there is a lip, you can attempt to sand it down, but you need to be extremely cautious about over-sanding. If you accidentally sand through the top layer of paper while trying to make the seam flush, you can end up damaging the countertop. Step 9. The countertop is ready to be finished as per our finishing Paperstone video. Please visit our website for more instructional videos.